What's up, everybody? Sunday. Man, what a nice day it's been. Hope y'all had a great day today. It's been a nice one for me. Hope you're doing great out there. What have we in there? Brody the Super Shredder. What's up, bro? Good to see you tonight. Chris Liggett in the house. What's up, buddy? Evan Kelly. There you are. Evan, the pride of Australia. Won Formula One today, if you didn't know. Derail in the house. Happy Sunday, my man. How you doing? He said South Carolina won, and the Buckeyes won too, man. We're both of us. We're looking good. There you go, Derail. Donald James says crashing the gates hot. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Derail. Thank you, Brody. Derail says don't forget to hit that like button. Ju G in the house. I'm doing great today. How about you? George Kaplan. Happy Sunday, buddy. How you doing today? Erica Alvarez, hello, good to see you. Well, hey, let's see what's going on here. Donald James says Rick Streamail should be the standard. We try to emulate. True that. I will try and help anyone get to that point, man. I will do what I can. You just gotta let me know. Staple Brothers, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, bro. Thank you so much. Evan said the organ player has had a heart attack, and there's a head pressing on one note. Thank you, Staples, brother. Appreciate you, my man. Big wave in the house. He says, it's Tommy from Pollock Pines. Sound great. Thank you, buddy. Go Raiders, absolutely. Next week, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Evan said he didn't know. Wow. Yeah, Oscar Piastri won the Dutch Grand Prix today. He is 100% Australian, so congratulations to you in Australia, Evan. He's a good kid, man. He's a good kid. Ain't no doubt about that. All right, well, let's see what we do. I don't even remember what we did last night. We'll probably do some stuff we did last night. Yeah, let's try this one. Let's a little slow warm up. It's always fun to play. Keep it rolling. That song ends right there, but that's a nice one to play. Good warm up, good warm up. Let's see, we'll probably just do Murder Horn. We did Murder Hornets last night, so why don't we do that again? That was quite fun. After we check out these comments, a lot of great people hanging out. Great to see everybody tonight. Oh, let's see, let's see. The Rail says, Rick's day was good. That's great to hear, brother. Great to hear. Anti showing up and saying, welcome all visiting peacefully around the world. Rock steady. Good to see you, Anti. Thank you, buddy. Donald James says, I should show you my Raiders wristband I made with 22 calibers. There you go. I like the ones you wear on your live. Just the regular cloth ones. Those are sweet, man. Very nice, man. I got my eyeballs on a nice Raiders shirt I've been looking at. So we got to check that out. Who's next? Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Sunriser, thank you so much. Anti says, vote for Rick Renstrom here. Put his name in the comments if you haven't checked out the Jared Dines video. Me and Tyler in that. So check that out. Make sure you throw in my name in there. If you don't, it's all good too. Not too concerned. I was more than happy just to be in the video. That was the big thing. Sunrise said, love Primal Fear. That's awesome. One of my favorite bands. And two, what's up, buddy? Good to see you tonight. All right, well, we got to keep it rocking here. See what we can do. I got some. I redid a song, the harpsichord song of last night. I went back and I redid it. I gave it a nice makeover. So we'll probably play that, and I'll try the. There's another harpsichord song. Harpsichord might be a harpsichord club kind of night. We're gonna see how we do it, but let's go with this one. I really need to extend. All right, we're getting warmed up now for sure. Let's see. We'll probably do this other ballad after that. I was enjoying playing this one last night, so we'll definitely play this again. But we got some comments to check out. A lot of great people hanging out. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you're having a good time thus far. Evan says, YouTube keeps sending me 100 more views, but I have no idea why or what for. He's a noob. I don't know. 100 views? Where are you getting those at? Not sure. Judy says maybe there'll be more harpsichord. I know, right? Anti's got the link to the Discord. If you haven't joined our Discord yet, make sure you do so. We're having a great time over there. A lot of cool people hanging out and having some great time. So let's fill it up. I think we have, 31 members now? So we're moving and grooving. And there you are, buddy. Matt Wesner, thank you very much, bro. Anti's got the cool stuff here. That's all the merchandise that we have in the shop. If you're interested in t-shirts, stickers, mugs, hoodies, hats, whatever you want, we got it probably. So give that a peek. Appreciate you in either way. So let's give this one a roll here. I'm just going to shred through this stuff tonight, I think. came together quite nicely, I think. Appreciate you hanging out and listening to that one with me. Oh, what we got? All right, we're moving faster with the stuff there. So we're going to do a couple different album tracks next, rip through those. And then we'll call it a free-for-all tonight, man. We'll just go wild tonight. But I appreciate everyone hanging out. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button if you're having a good time. Let's see. Oleax Official, muchas gracias, amigo. Bienvenidos. Good to see you. Evan Kelly said, I'll figure it out. Gotta upload it to Shorts. Indonesians are living at close to 300 views. Interesting. Scott, how you doing, buddy? And Evan was loving that. Appreciate that. Muchas gracias, Oleax. Yo, Bali, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you. Yes, indeed. I've got tomorrow. We'll be streaming tomorrow night early at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. We'll put that on the schedule. So I appreciate it. I love a day off. That's ain't no doubt. Thank you, Yo, Bali. Jake's vibing in the house. Glad to be here after a hard day's work. Always nice to hear from Shreddy. Absolutely, brother. Hope you had a good day at work. I remember you said you're going to be late, but you're not too bad. 20 after, not too shabby. Donald James says, ripping through tracks now. I know. The comments are chill. It sounds like it's raining outside. Man, we might have to do Storm Rider real soon. But let's do some Symphony 40. If you're hanging out and you don't know, I do have an album out. It's on my YouTube channel here. Let's go to my page. Go to the Releases tab. And the entire album is free to listen to, stream, enjoy it. This is a standout track of that album called Symphony 40. So here you go. was Symphony 40 right there. Once again, that's off my album. That's available on my YouTube channel right here. Hope you liked it. Hope you want to check it out for sure. Lots of great comments. Lots of people hanging out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're having a good time. Where did we leave off there? Remember that? Costumes. He says, my name's David. Good to see you, David. Okay. I appreciate you letting me know, buddy. I shall remember that, David. Thank you very much. Jake's Vitamin says, Symphony 40, perfect timing. I was just going to ask you to play it. Heck yeah, buddy. There he is, Ray Freeze. How you doing, bro? Great to see you tonight. Hope you're having a great weekend, my friend. Jake's 5 was feeling that. Evan said you only missed the warm-ups. It's true. I think I told him that last night. I said, yo, we'll probably just won't even be done doing warm-ups by 8:30. So there you have it. No worries, no worries. Anti's got the update there. I shall be live tomorrow. That's Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Doing a special Labor Day shred stream. So make sure you're there hanging out. Yo, Believe says, what classical composer piece inspired Symphony 40? That would be Mozart. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart and Symphony 40 in G minor. One of my favorites. Rhonda Baker, how you doing, Rhonda? Great to see you. Hope you're doing well, and you're welcome. Bobby D, thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Jake says Symphony 40 never gets old. Yeah, I can play that all the time. It's a fun one. Bobby D, that was called Symphony 40. Anti's got a link there. If you can click on that, that's a Jared Dines video that I'm in. Another Jared Dines video. If you'd like to vote for me, just put my name in the comments of that video. Appreciate it. Nicholas Williams now says, Rick, you're killing it. Jesus, smooth as shreds of me. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, man. And thank you, Bobby D. Appreciate you hanging out. Mike Tweedy, there you go, brother. Appreciate you, man. Miguito, muchas gracias, amigo. Great to see you, buddy. Wood L says, my man, I finally got to stop by a live stream. You're very inspiring. I love you so much. You're a beast, man. Much love to you, brother. And thank you very much for that. That means a lot to me, bro. That you come hang out, man. We thank you. Dal James says, I think I'm getting the theme to Symphony 40 down. I got the main layer. That's awesome, buddy. I'm looking forward to hearing it. You know I am. We shall check that out. All right. All right, for those in the harpsichord card carrying club, this is the first of the harpsichord jam tonight. This is the title track to my album. It's called Until the Bitter End. Let's go. Joshua the bitter end right there, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging on that one. I saw a request. I'll tell you what, we're gonna. Since it's raining here and it's raining where Jake's Vibing's at, we're gonna do Storm Rider next. We're just gonna move it right ahead. Move it right ahead. Joshua Worth, brother, thank you so much for that super chat. He says virtual beer on me. Wicked stuff. We'll check out your album. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Very, very cool. And let's see. Tim Afronimos from Detroit. Having a great weekend, buddy. How about you, man? Thank you so much for hanging with us, Tim. Liza Palma says, love the guitar. Thank you so much. This is a Jackson Dinky Reverse Professional. This is from 1992. These are very rare to find anymore. I have a total of 5 of these, but 4 from 92. They're very nice, and thank you for that. Tonga Tapu, hello to you, buddy. Jake's Five said, hope your day was well, and he had a pretty decent day of work. Appreciate you. Absolutely, buddy. And because you had pizza on the Discord, we got pizza today, or I got pizza. Stardust didn't get pizza. She got something else, but I got pizza. Just because of you. And this made me laugh. Judy said, rock out with your harpsichord out. That's a big harpsichord. Rich Rockstars, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, and thank you very much, my friend. All right, and Anti said Destiny's Call. So we shall do Storm Rider, then Destiny's Call immediately thereafter. I promise you that. Mikey says, awesome, man. Gets me into positive, and that's what I'm talking about. Absolutely, bud. Evan says, awesome, Josh. He just heads up. Rick is Stone Cold Sober Mountain Dew. I shall buy some Mountain Dew with that for sure, Josh. Absolutely, buddy. And thank you, man. Dorothea, there you go. Halloween. We got the Halloween band and Halloween by King Diamond. All of the above. Anti's got the link to Donald James's site. If you can click on his link, give him a sub. We'd love to see that. Jake's Five said, amazing playing on that one, Rick. Thank you, buddy. And Donald James said he loves the title. He loves that song, the perfect song title. Yeah, I know, man. I sat there for days. I remember it's like I came up with the title first. Usually you don't do that. I came up with that title first. I'm like, I gotta write a song that's gonna be like a bombastic, just crazy thing. And then it came up with the one little harpsichord riff, and that was it, man. That's all I needed. Yo, Billy, cheers to you, buddy. Jake's Five said, heck yeah, Rick, pizza is great. You know that's right, but I got some leftovers too, man. So after this show, we about to get on it. Dorothea asked, do you have Seymour Duncan pickups on guitar? Not these, no. These are Jackson. These are all Jackson pickups. I think they're very similar to Seymour's, though, which I do have Seymour's on some of my other guitars. But this one's like a Seymour Duncan Rails, and then this one's like a JB. But if I ever get another Jackson or they don't have these pickups, I would get those Seymour Duncans for sure, just like that. Thank you, Joshua. Appreciate that. Evan's talking about King Diamond Halloween. That's a great riff, man. How's it That's a great one. Evan says, anyone seen Seymour Butts? He might work for Seymour Duncan, actually. Donald James says, those pickups are part of what makes Rick's tone immaculate. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, these are good ones. I mean, I might have to take... what I would probably do if I became rich and famous is I would probably have Seymour Duncan dissect these pickups. Exactly. Just dissect them and make new pickups just like them. You know they can do it. Robbie Blake, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Anti's got a link to my website, RickRenstrom.com, if you're interested in checking that out. Daniel Berry Sports, how you doing, buddy? Juji's looking for a man to hug and kiss. Oh, yeah. She's a nice lady. Chris, there you go, brother. All right, well, I think it's not raining just because I started talking about Storm Rider. So hopefully this helps. Jake is vibing with this storm. Let's hit that Storm Rider before I do that. We'll throw this t-shirt up on the screen real quick. If anyone's interested in checking out merchandise, things like that, it's free to look. You don't have to buy anything if you don't want to. But I guarantee it's free to look. So why don't you take a peek, see if you find anything, put it on your wish list. This right here, I'm gonna put this Storm Rider t-shirt up here. This shirt goes with the song, so check it out. This one is called Storm Rider. There's also a version of this on my channel if you'd like to hear it again. So check it out, Storm Rider. Stormrider, there you go. Man, I think I saw Jake said the storm stopped. What is it, man? This song right there, it stopped. I even said, I'm playing Stormrider, and the storm right here, I didn't hear no more rain. I don't know. People need this song. You either need rain or you don't need rain. But Stormrider will do the job for you. Well, I appreciate you hanging out, listening to that one, and thank you so much, everybody. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're having a good time and enjoying the show. We'd appreciate that. Let's see. Dorothea said Duncan's for Jackson and DiMarzio's for Ibanez. There you go. I actually have one of my Jacksons does have DiMarzio's in it. Double whammy ones. They were the ones that Vinnie Moore used. I do like them. They work okay, but yeah. It's a different sound off that one guitar. That's the Dark Horse guitar, my ebony fretboard, whatever that is, whatever that color, that lighter fretboard. Stinson from Vancouver, buddy, good to see you, my man. How you doing tonight? Dorothea says Stormrider by Ice Earth. I doubt it. I don't think John Schaefer could play my Stormrider. Ray Freese, new Stormrider. That's what's up, brother. Michael Miller, thank you, my man. Thank you so much, buddy. And Jake said, yeah, Rick, do you have superpowers? It's no longer raining, just like rain. Or storming, no, just like rain. That's right. It's Stormrider. We ride the storm. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. Thank you, Juji. Robbie Blake, thank you, buddy. Jake's 5 and had them lightning bolts. You know how we do. Anti was feeling it. There you go. Juji again, thank you. Jake says, my ears are blessed with my favorite Rick song. I feel that. Thank you, buddy. Evan says, watch my Discord vid about learning speeder. Oh, yeah, is that I saw that the angry guitar guy. I did a video about that guy once, long time ago, man. I got a pretty funny one. I'll post it up on the Discord. You can check it out. It's pretty funny. I try and teach the angriest guitar player. I try and teach him his own song. He can't get it. He can't get it. Rusty, appreciate that, bro. Thank you so much. Judy said, can we hear 8:30:25? Was that last night's song? Yeah. Okay. Of course. Of course. Eric, how you doing, buddy? David in the house. What's up, brother? Great to see you. We have to play Destiny's Call because Anti asked for that. So we'll do that next. And then we'll do 0830, the song of the week. I practiced it again, so I got it a little better this time. It always sucks when I write that song, I barely have any time to practice, so I've got maybe 10 minutes to run through it, you know? That's always the fun problem with that one. But no worries, no worries. We got it cooking tonight. Dylan Maxwell in the house. What's up, buddy? I use Ernie Ball Super Slinky 9s. Been using them my whole life, practically. Pretty much. Maybe the first couple of years I used all kinds of different things, but it was all about... Once I knew Yngwie used Ernie Balls, I switched to Ernie Balls. For sure. Evan says his favorite costume is birthday suit. There you go, man. That's probably they don't mind in Australia, man. I don't know. Rusty is a new sub. Appreciate you subscribing, Rusty, man. Thank you so much. Let's crank this one down. This is called Destiny's Call. This is another track off my album. You can hear on my YouTube channel. Just make sure you go to my channel, hit that releases tab, and enjoy the album. Well, check it out. This is Destiny's Call. keep going. I could keep going. I just forget when that ends, but I could have kept going. Well, that's a good one right there. Destiny's Call. That's actually the last track on the album too. The final track. That's how you end an album right there. But thank you so much for hanging out with us and listening to that one. If you have yet to subscribe, make sure you do if you're having a good time and enjoying the show. I do videos every single day of the week. I go live 5 times a week, and we have one of the best communities you'll ever find on this YouTube channel. I promise you that. Rusty says Ernie Ball, his way to go. That's what's up, brother. Absolutely. HDS in his house. What's up, brother? Good to see you. Jake Svine said, I ended up not getting Ernie Ball strings. Going to have to get some whenever I need some. No worries, buddy. You're still new to it. You try things out. You try what, you know, just because I use them doesn't mean they're the best for everyone else. They work for me. And you experiment, you know, try different ones. See what works best for you. It's always what I say. Whatever works best for you. But I wouldn't be mad if you got Ernie Ball strings, though, too. Evan says, easy to find G strings on all gauges down the beach. I'll bet, man. You got cloth and terry cloth, spandex, lycra, you name it. Evan knows them all, too, probably. Anti's got the link to our buddy Half Dead Shredder. Make sure you click on that link. Give him a sub if you would, please. We'd appreciate that. Let's see. Oh, good to go, Rusty. Appreciate that, bro. Jake Svine said, Destiny's Call is calling me to pick up my guitar early in the morning before work. There you go, buddy. Yo, Believe says, did you ever reach out to Yngwie and crew and see if you consider you as an opener to join them on stage? That'd be sick. I have not. No, I haven't. I met Yngwie back in the late 90s, 96, 97 area. Never talked to him since. I don't think he cares too much about anybody else but himself anymore, which is fine. But it would cost money. I mean, probably to get on a tour with him, you'd have to buy into a tour. Which if I had the money, I totally would. I'd love to do that. Frank says, love watching you, Shred Dude. Thank you so much, Frank. Appreciate you, brother. HD said the clip is just the first verse and chorus. Oh, I saw a little bit of it. The Sister Christian. I was just watching it and I had to get moving, but I saw a little bit of it too, man. That was looking good, man. Sounded good too. I like the tone. C. Pool says my friend's 15-year-old is getting into Nita Strauss. What are your thoughts on Nita's amazing. I worked with Nita a long time ago, probably around 2004, 2005. We were on an album for a really cool guitar player named Max Carlisle. He did a solo EP, so he had me, Nita Strauss play on it. Me and Nita Strauss play on it. But yeah, she's amazing. There's no doubt. She's one of the best. I don't even care if she's man or woman. She's one of the best guitar players out there. Indeed, it doesn't matter if she's a man, woman. She's a woman, obviously. But you know, I don't care if you're a man or woman. As long as you're amazing on guitar, and Nita is amazing on guitar, and has only gotten better and better and better. It's amazing. Jake says storming again. He says Ray knows the style while storming. But that's true, man. Evan Kelly knows she rips. She does. She does. And she's made a great career for herself too. Very awesome. A1 says, my guy, what's up? What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Just glad to be a part of this community and stream time just to kick back and enjoy some good, sweet tunes. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Great to see you. Hope you're having a great weekend so far, my man. Rodney Wilkins, God bless you too and yours, man. Thank you so much for that. Evan said one thing about my tinnitus, it's harder to hear when it rains, when it starts to rain. Dang. I mean, if you if you don't like to hear rain, then yeah, that's probably a good thing. Jeremy says, seeing with Alice Cooper. Yeah, she played with him for a while, years and years. Amazing. She played with a small symphony quartet too, a group that did like movie themes and video game themes and stuff like that. It's freaking amazing. Shell Shock knows, man or women, 100%, absolutely. And he liked and subscribed. Thank you, Shell Shock. We appreciate that. Trust me, there's a lot of great male players or great female players, you know. But for me, I don't care as long as you're awesome and I enjoy it. That's what I'm about. And there's a couple other ones too out there. I've seen a lot. I watch a lot, but I have my favorites. There's no doubt. All right, we're gonna play this brand new song. It's called. Okay, I figured it out too. I did a little searching. This song is based on the Concierto de Aranjuez by Rodrigo. This is something I played as in my classical guitar when I was in college. I used to love the melody of it and stuff like that. It's really cool. If you listen to the original version, it's very slow. It's very slow. I tried to turn this into like a Symphony 40 type of thing, so it's a lot faster. But it's a very cool song, beautiful melody, and all that kind of stuff. So again, once again, it's Concierto de Aranjuez, Aranjuez, whatever. I think that's how you pronounce it, Aranjuez. But yeah, so check it out. Let's have fun with this one, and here we go. forgot the ending, dang it. That's a cool song though. Yeah, that's an old one I played a long time ago, and I found a little thing I was working on probably eons ago. I was like, man, let me finish that song up. Let me finish that song. And there you have it. There you have it. So I have no idea what that's called, but it is based on a concerto for Ronjes by Rodrigo, old classical piece. And there you have it. Let's see. What was the other one we didn't play this one last week? We didn't play this one the other day. What was this one? I played some weird stuff. Oh yeah, we didn't play it. We'll play that one again. That was fun. All right, a lot of great people hanging out. A lot of great comments on top of it. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. Seth, have one happy Labor Day weekend, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you so much. HD knows happy Labor Day. I can't wait. One more day to sleep in. Shell Shock, appreciate that, bro. Anti's got a link to Nita Strauss's page. Make sure you check it out. She's an amazing guitar player. HD knows Nita Strauss is a really good guitar player. Absolutely. Juju's feeling that. Pizzas, guitars, and metal. That's the best. Donald James said, you got to put some flea drops on his cat right quick. No problem, no problem. Evan Kelly, thank you. A1 Gambit, thank you so much. Donald's like, whoa, what's this? That's the tune we played last night. There you go. Anti's got the Concerto de Aranjes. That's the original, probably the original version. My version's pretty heavied up. But yeah, that song is called, right now, it's 08/30/2025. Something like that. HD, thanks, Jake Biden. Appreciate that. If I said strap in, make sure you hold your... There you go. Let's see. Evan said, I was sitting on a throne sometime, don't you know? Doesn't everyone? That's what I hear. These people do that stuff. Whether I don't know, man. I couldn't do that, man. I got to concentrate. Jake said, those descending lines are so clean. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate that, buddy. Appreciate you again, Jake. Dude, he's like, dang. Jake said, Rick Chanley's inner shred master. Yeah, that's a tough one. It's not. It looks easy. It probably sounds easy, but it's a lot of memorization of the little patterns that he does. It's pretty wild. If I says, is this the nameless? It's 08/30/25. But I did find out what it was actually, what I based it on. Creedy boy, thanks so much, brother. Appreciate that. A1's like, pure fuego, brother. Thank you, my man. Thank you, Donald. Avi Shark, thank you. Jake said, glad you finished it, Rick. That was awesome. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I just need a little time to work on stuff, you know. Like I said, when I write these songs on Saturday, I literally have maybe 10 minutes to like go through with a guitar because I just write everything, you know, on keyboard and stuff like that. It's like, I'm like, oh God, what am I gonna play? What am I gonna play? Thank you, HD. A1 says, glad I'm here. Nothing but the best was Rick always. Thank you, buddy. Fred Hinkle from Southern Indiana. Good to see you tonight, my friend. And Anti said, you got some family in Anderson and Alexandria in there. There you go, man. Indiana on point. Let's see. I think I remember this one. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Let's see. This last week's song of the week. Let's try it out. there. It's a cool song. Almost forgot how to play the one part though. There's a lot of parts. I write a lot of stuff. But thanks so much for everyone for hanging out, listening to that one. I appreciate it. What do we got? So 10 o'clock? 10:08 actually. We got a whole nother hour to do some stuff. Let's see. Jake says, I mean, the fact you're managing having a job and streaming almost every day is cool enough, and you play new music and you shred so consistently. Superhuman, I'm telling you. I appreciate that, buddy. I've learned in my life to multitask quite a bit. Most things. Why is that's a weird call? But most things, yeah. Everything is timed from the moment I wake up. Everything is timed in my day. So I've learned to figure it all out. But I appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it. HD said New Gear Day is postponed until Tuesday. Forgot Labor Day. New guitar won't be here till Tuesday. Oh well, which one's that? Which one are you getting? I can't remember. If I said good fallout from that last one, there you go, bud. Mama Shredder in the house. How you doing, Mama? Hope you're doing well. We saw Brody a little earlier. Hope y'all doing well today. Anti got the link to our buddy Elder of Rock. Old friend Steve Elder. We played in the Rob Rock band together. He also played in the original Florida Wicked Waves band. He's doing mostly commentary videos, and it's a very cool stuff. We've done quite a few videos, both of us. So make sure you check that out. He's got a lot of great content. I'd love to see everyone subscribe to him. He just released a Bang Your Head. I didn't know he had this. He had like some footage from the Bang Your Head festival, and he basically recorded the entire Twisted Sister concert. And most of the time meeting him, And I was trying. Stardust was like, "Why weren't you there?" I was like, "I don't know what I was doing, man. I know I did. Me and Ronnie Laticro of TNT did some stuff that is not legal in most parts of the world. So I don't remember much of that, man. But it was a fun time. But I didn't get to meet Twisted Sister. Evan said that one's emotional. Appreciate that, buddy. Thank you, A1. HD, appreciate that. Oh, let's see. If I said my last eight dopamine neurons love this, there you go, man. Anti dropped the link to Brody the Super Shredder. Make sure, if you haven't checked out Brody's just killing it lately. He dropped a whole bunch of Bullet for My Valentine songs, which I enjoy listening to. And even cranking them up. So make sure you click on Brody's link here, give them a subscribe. We'd appreciate that. Let's see. Jake said, how do you make it look so easy? It's a knowledge of those scales. I'm going to try and explain it in a video real soon, Jake. Because I know I told you to learn chords first. I'm going to try and make people understand how to do the modes and scales and how to make it happen. So, yeah, I have a great command of the fretboard. I know exactly what key I'm in at all times, most of the time. 99.9% of the time I know what key I'm in. A Peace Fan, Ascension to Freedom. That's a nice title, man. I like that. All right, HD says, Calling on Vengeance, the King, Symphony. We do King the King a lot. We did Symphony 4, so Calling on Vengeance. I feel that, man. I feel that. Make sure you check out Anti's message here about the Discord channel, the official Rick Renstrom Discord channel. If you like the community here, you'll love the community there. We're having a great time so far. So make sure you check that out. Donald James says, oh man, get a new guitar and play on a Rick would be fire. True that. And Brody's back. We got 2 pieces of the Shredder family in the house. Great to see you guys for sure. HD said, what if I do an unboxing? I'd love to see that. Yeah, do it up. There you go, mama. Let's see. Patricio Ponce from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Muchas gracias, amigo, y bienvenidos. Good to see you. If I said, have you heard of Blistered Sister? Not lately, no. Let's see. All right. Anti said he vote for Rick Renstrom on this video right there. If you can, cool. If you can't, no problem. I'm not pushing it too hard this time. See what happens. Let's see. Yeah, I got to say, who asked that question? Anyway. Patricia's doing an Argentinian rock band. I sure don't, buddy. I sure don't. I don't know any. Who? Tell me who. Tell me some. Donald James says, I always forget what key I'm in. I know. Yeah, that's what I'm going to try and get this scales, get this mode lesson done, so you can understand it. It'd be so much easier if you just know the one big pattern, and once you know that, you just move it around, and you'll always be able to play in the right key. Evan says Maradona, Diego Maradona. Vice says, anyone heard of the cover band called Glow Stick? They're hilarious good at reinterpreting songs. I've not heard of that. Christopher C says favorite 70s band. That's Deep Purple right there. And then the Rainbow too. Rainbow was part of the 70s as well. But yeah, Deep Purple, Rainbow, Ritchie Blackmore. That's my favorite stuff for sure. Feisty said, if you saw Blistered Sister, you couldn't resist her. I don't know, man. I could resist a lot. I have resisted a lot. Judy said, all the walking around at the fair in the hot sun make my eyelids heavy. Uh-oh. It's only 10 o'clock. You can't shred the bed just yet. We're going to play Calling on Vengeance. Calling on Vengeance will wake you up. Where is that? All right, let's go. All right, this is another song off my album called Calling on Vengeance. This features Matt Sinner of Primal Fear on vocals for this one. And also Richard Christie playing the drums. The crank and jam. It's a very, it's my Ritchie Blackmore-ish, it's very rich, this riff is very Ritchie Blackmore influenced, I gotta say. Go check it out. It's a cool song. I forgot Rob Rock sang backup vocals on that one too. I almost forgot to say that. Shoot. All right, you know what? I haven't played this all week. I want to play Requiem for the Lost, dang it, so we're gonna play that next. I don't care what anyone says. I haven't played it all week. It's like I tried to play it, I couldn't. Always something else. So we'll cue that up. I have a t-shirt for this song as well. So I'm going to pop that up on the screen. And we got a lot of great comments here, so I'm going to rip through those real quick. Great to see everyone hanging out. I appreciate you. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you're having a great time. We would appreciate it. All right, let's see what we got. Where do we leave off here? Juji said, I'm hanging on by a thread, but I'm hanging. There you go. Jeremy Cohen said, Glow Stick's pretty good there, live right now. Nice. Oh, okay, band on here. I think on the Doom Scroll, I saw the name. Oh, I didn't watch them, though. I saw something really weird, though. It's like a man and a woman, and they got these corncob masks on or something. I was like, what is going on with this, man? YouTube. I don't know. They got some wild stuff. Donald James says, post it, whatever you got in the Discord. It's a great place to show. It is. Anything you want, post it up. We'd love to see it. Anti-ask Rick, do you know any Uriah Heep riffs? If I forgot, you do. I don't know. No, I never heard. I can't say that I've heard one Uriah Heep song. I don't think ever. I don't know. I don't believe I've ever heard. I know the name. I've seen the name many a time, but I don't think I've ever listened to one song for sure. Thank you, HD Crow. Feeling that? Jake's vibing, thank you. Juji, thank you. Jeremy, thank you, buddy. Juji, know that Calling on Vengeance. Jake says, I've activated double earbud mode. Time to vibe. There you go, buddy. There you go. Anti knows. Hashtag always call on vengeance. Absolutely. Thank you, Patricio. Evan, thank you. Crow's feeling that rapid fire for sure, brother. Jake says, Rick, if you're able, could you play Masquerade? I have to think if I remember how to play it. I kind of remember it. Evan said this is one of his favorites. Good to go, man. Jeremy he said he got kind of a Maiden feel. I appreciate it. I love me Maiden. So if you hear any like Maiden, Judas Priest, you'll hear my influences in some stuff for sure. There you go, Anti. Patricia, thank you. Yo Believe's feeling that. Brody said that sounds freaking amazing. Thank you, Brody. Mama said, Rick, you're insanity. Thank you so much, Mama. I truly appreciate that. Brody's like, Rick is Lord. No, you know how I do, man. I have fun and we let it rip, man. We just let it rip, shred it up. HD said, F word, yeah, brother. There you go, man. Bomb Poppy's fan, he said, this is a jam. Thank you. Start us like Lord Rick. You should see my names in Elder Scrolls Online. I got some funny names there. Gerald Duncan, what's up, buddy? Brody says, now go make Stardust that root beer flow later. I don't think we have any ice cream left. I don't know what we have. I'll crack open the Chips Ahoy cookies and put them in a bowl for her. How about that? We do have some root beer, though. I do know we have root beer. That I'm sure of. David Brosen now, happy Labor Day, brother. Good to see you. He said, I pulled out my old Jackson solos the other day, trying to do my best friends from fan art. I feel you, bro. That's a nice, the Jackson solos are nice. I saw one on Facebook Marketplace, a Jackson soloist. He only wanted like $850 for it, man. It had a really cool paint job. The only problem is it had a regular headstock, not a reverse. I was like, I don't know, man. Crow, appreciate that. Evan says, this song would be perfect to learn half speed like Ola does in his videos and slowly speed up. True. Jeremy said that's one of his favorites for show, and that's what I'm talking about. Thanks, Bon Poppy. Brody's like, Rick, get your woman a drink. What to find a way? Like I said, we had some vanilla ice cream, honestly, and we didn't think about it. We always see you guys cranking down those floats over there. There you go. Mama said, if not, Stardust can come over, we'll make her one. There you go. What about me? I want one too. That's awesome. Let's see. There you go, bro. Rick Float Storm. That's what I'm talking about. The Float Storm jam. Don James says the Wizard is the only Uriah Heep song he knows. I never heard nothing. Vice says my favorite is the skateboard riding turtle in Japan. Anyone know Kate and Aubrey, Japanese girls? No. I don't know. I doom scroll like if I'm watching like Brody or Ghost of Maiden or someone on in the early evening. Brody's usually on it later. Usually Ghost of Maiden. Once he cuts out, I start doom scrolling just to see who's on there. I'm like, that's some wild peeps on here, man. Let's see. Patricia said your talent is huge. Argentinian bands Rata Blanca. Okay, I've heard of Rata Blanca. Yeah. He said he got to go to bed. No problem, buddy. Have a great night, my friend. Juji knows Lord of the Jackson. That's what I'm feeling. Anna Fernandez. She said, hi, Rick. Glad to see you today. Time to relax and jam out. That's what I'm talking about. Very nice. Evan says, what about him, too? Yeah, I know, right? Brody's feeling that. John says, cheers to the floats. Hashtag float life. There you go, Brody. Mama says, Rick, of course you're invited. We make you one too. That's what I'm talking about. It'd be a long drive, but dang, we try and make it. We try and make it. I get a couple tanks of gas along the way. All right. This next one up is called Requiem for the Lost. If you've lost anything and anyone in your life, this song's for you. This is a very insane song, very Mozart inspired. I was feeling the Mozart vibes when I wrote this one. But I haven't played it all week, dang it. I've been wanting to play it, so let's give it a shot. Requiem for the Lost. Let's go. Requiem for the Lost right there. I don't know about you. If you don't notice it, I am not myself right there. I want to go into another astral plane and someone else is playing that one for me. I don't even know. It's a crazy song and I really enjoy playing it though. I appreciate you hanging out and listening to that. Very, very kind of you, and I appreciate it. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you're having a great time tonight. We truly appreciate that as well. All right. Let's see what we got here. Brody said he lost his lucky guitar pick earlier. Oh no, I feel it. This one here is my. I don't say lucky, but it's my favorite one, and I've dropped it before. Now I have 3 more on my table here just in case of emergency. But man, I hate when I drop this one. This is the one right here. I feel you. Anti had that balloon going. There you go. Dirty Mike, he said, Brody, oh, he saw, yeah, man, that's awesome. Thanks for subscribing to Brody, Dirty Mike. And that DSL 20 is powerful. I have the DSL 100, the JCM 2000 DSL 100. That's Brody's next amp for sure. I don't think you actually buy it though. You can get a DSL 100 still, but you want the old school JCM 2000 version. That's the one to get. But Brody's is a lovely amp. It sounds crushing for show. Mustafa, good to see you. Thank you so much. There you go, Brody. He's feeling that. Anti's got the link there. Vote for Rick Renstrom at the Jared Dines song solo competition. We'd certainly appreciate it if you can click that link. If I say Audrey123 talks and they have 375K subs, dang. Some of their videos are classic. Younger play. Oh, you know, I did see they're young, right? Like maybe early teen, late teens. Just the two of them, right? I think I remember seeing them. They did some sort of Iron Maiden or something. I was like, that's pretty good, man. Brody says, you don't know why I keep breaking only the G string on my guitar. They rely. Wow. That's strange, yeah. Because you don't really whammy bar it up too much. I'm not sure. Johnny 2 times, I am not actually playing guitar. I don't play guitar at all. No, not me. Roasting the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. That's a classic, brother. Let's see. Tyler Vitelli, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Mr. Shelton asks, he says, I'm here 2 more days. No school tomorrow because of Miss Labor Day, buddy. Labor Day is on Monday. Memorial Day is always the last day of May. But I appreciate you, brother. It's great to see you tonight. We're waiting on that answer, man. We want to know. Mama said, don't get Brody started on the, that's what she said, kind of, I know. We do that quite often at my job. Me and my friend, we find all kinds of funny stuff to say like that. Let's see. That'd be cool. Feisty requests Brody learn some Michael Schenker. What's a good Michael Schenker song? I say Michael Schenker, man. My favorite's On and On. That's my favorite one, but that's got a nice one. Maybe Brody could learn Attack of the Mad Axe Man. That's a good one. Johnny 2 times. That's called Requiem for the Lost. It's a newer song, I wrote this year. David Wisdom, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you, buddy. Brody said he loves the Scorpions. For you, Rock You Like a Hurricane, Brody. That's the jam right there. That one's not too bad. It's a classic. Like a hurricane. Jeremy Coleman, thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's one of my favorite songs to play right there. I love playing that one. Oh, let's see. My comments went haywire there for a second. Trying to figure out where we left off. All right, bro, we said you can play a couple Scorpions. That's what's up, man. Jake Vibin said it's so emotional but so awesome. Thank you, Jake. David, appreciate you there, man. Thank you, David. Fractal World says that's an effing banger, man. It took me to somewhere else. Thank you, brother. It takes me somewhere else too, man. And that's what I hope happens to anyone that listens to it. You know, it just takes them on a journey that they've never been to before. And if I was a rich and famous man, that song we would play with the biggest symphony orchestra, big choir, conductor, my band, you know, my musicians that I play with, drummer, bass, keyboard, and all that stuff. It'd be sick. It'd be sick. Boket Samuel, what's up, buddy? Good to see ya. Donald James said, that song never ceases to amaze me. Thank you, Donald. Jake said, luckily I haven't dropped my guitar yet. Hey, you will one day, buddy. I was moving some stuff around the other night. I think when I was doing that Jared Dines video, I was recording the video for Jared Dines. I was like in a rush, and one of my black Jacksons, the case was like couldn't be fully opened, and it like fell down and did a crack on top of my guitar. I was like, but you know, it's just a crack, no big deal. Never hurts, man. Oh, let's see. Mama said, wait, send the link. I want to vote. Yeah, for sure. It's on Jared Dines' YouTube channel here for sure, but we'll get you that link, Mama, for sure. Bro said, thanks, Rick. I love that. Yeah, the Marshall DSL is a great series of amps. I mean, I use the old school, like I said, I use the old school JCM 2000, DSL 100s. Those things were something else, man. But the new ones, they're still pretty good, and you got a great tone of yours, like I said. So I could be wrong about the newer versions. I got a Marshall sitting in a box over there. I haven't even opened it. I forgot what it even is. It's like some Marshall modeling amp or something. I never cracked it open. AP, thanks, brother. Donald James says yes has some really good albums. I should go back and listen to them earlier. Yes, some classic prog metal right there, prog rock. Mark Williams, what's up, buddy? Doing good tonight, man. How you been, man? David Wisden said, I lost a few picks lately, and that's not me, but I have something put back. Here you go, man. There you go, Brody. If I said they grew up, now the younger one was a top when they started. Yeah, I remember seeing them. They popped up. No problem, Mr. Shell. I wish it. No, I don't wish it was Memorial Day again. The faster this year goes, the better, man. That's how it works. So now I'm ready to get to. We need to get to Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff. We'll be there in no time, though. Johnny Justice, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Brody said he got no filter. Oh man, I have a filter when I'm on screen, but yeah, off screen I got no filter either. Mark, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Dylan in the house. What's up, buddy? He says, great to catch another live stream. Starting to get over the whatever hellacious stomach, but yeah, that's good to hear, man. Anti got the link to the exercise that every guitar player should know. If you want to up your game, shred like me, whatever, this is a great exercise to learn. I only ask you to play it for 20 minutes a day for 30 days straight, and you'll be in there. Donald James said, which joke will last longer? That's what she said jokes or D's nuts? I like the that's what she said, but both are improvisational. You know, you have to be at the right moment at the right time to hit those. Juji said, we hear some fucking Dulkin. You know you can. You know you can. Well, maybe we might play two. Okay, there you go, yeah. I'm then ready, and I'm down. Come on, down. That's a good one too. Yeah, I'm then ready. That's a great one. Assault Attack's another one I love. I had to think of that. Let's see. Bro said he loved that one. There you go, man. Devin else. Here I am. Thanks, Crow. Donald James says Rick should make a poll on it. Which one? Let's see. Mama says I cannot say certain words in this house because I'll hear that line. I have to think fast around everybody. True. He's probably waiting for it all day too. Let's see. Yep, there you go. Feisty, armed and ready. Yeah, you and Anti had that one in mind. Yeah, that's a great one. Theodoro Pagani from Brazil. Hey, bro. Obrigado, mi amigo. Anti's got Mama Shredder got a OU too? I did not know that. How did I not know that? Well, that's Anti's website. Oh, I was like, what? That was for Mama Shredder. I get it. Oh, is that what happened, bro? Yeah, because I mean, we didn't see Mama, but I saw like Sammy and someone else. Yeah, it was kind of It was. There was a lot of troll comments getting deleted pretty quick. It is. That's how YouTube is, brother. That's how YouTube is, brother. There you go, bro. He said he loved it. Donald James says ready for some football and basketball. True that. Let's go Raiders. Let's go Heat. Anti says what filter? Mama says she missed the trolls. Yeah, it would have been a banner night for you probably. I didn't see all of it because Sammy was pretty quick getting them out of there. Brian Bodie said, my mom lets them loose. There you go. Jake says, I don't know why people feel the need to troll. I get being jealous, but why not just move on with your life? If we could ever find out, dissect the brain of a troll, we might find nothing. It's so tough, buddy. If I said I want her to rock me up a barbecue, there you go. Thank you, Asher. Appreciate that. And two, there you are, buddy. Brody says Sammy's amazing. Yeah, she's really cool, man. And she's always pumping up your Instagram channel too, which is awesome. Evan asked, do most places in America serve pie, or is that just a movie? Yeah, some sort of pie. Mostly. Depends. Shrek in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Oh shoot, what are we doing now? We doing some Dawkin. Some Dawkin. Might try and do two. Let me see. Where's my Dawkin selection? Alright, we'll do the one I know the best. And then we'll try this. Try the other one if I remember it. Alright. Let's get it some in my dreams up in here first, and then we'll think about the next one. In my dreams, Dawkins. I don't remember Into the Fire. That's a good one. All right, we'll try Into the Fire. It's been a while. It's been a minute. Let's see if we can pull it off. Little improv on the end there. That's a great one. That's one of my favorites. Into the Fire. I remember playing that a long time ago. I was a little kid. Loved it. I loved it. I was gonna play Voltage next. No one had any objections. We'll do that. A lot of comments here. Appreciate everyone hanging out once again. Let's see. Man, there's more comments than I expected. All right, there we go. Crow asked, "Did you go to the Nine Inch Nails?" So that's on the 10th, buddy. I made a mistake. I thought it was next. I thought it was this week, but it's the week after this. Be on a Wednesday, so we won't be streaming on that Wednesday particularly, but we'll figure it out. We'll put an extra day in there. Donald James says some people get off on trolling. Probably. I mean, there's better things to get off on, but hey, whatever. There you go, Brody. Asher, what's up there? Mom said, Donald, it's so true. Hello, take my hair. There you go. Becca Anderson in the house says, I seen you play once while I was doom scrolling alive, and it was crazy. I subbed to me. Thank you, Becca. Very kind of you. Appreciate that. Let's see. Feisty says, sometimes let stupid comment through and nobody say anything. You could do that too. Jake Vibino, Falcon Dalkin. Mama says, we need to leave the troll and the hardcore roasting. That's true, man. I used to do it. I'm like, my worry for myself is I could get in trouble for, saying something in particular, and then someone does something and YouTube looks at it and goes, hey, man, so I got to keep it chill. I said, I'm going to stop with me doing any trolling, personally, of course. But that doesn't stop anyone else from doing everything. Like, Tyler Shep, buddy, how you doing, my man? He said, hi, Rick, sounding great. Thank you, bro. Good to see you. Crow was feeling that. There you go. Crow said he loved docking. That's what's up. Thank you, Tyler. Asher, thank you. Bo Kev feeling that one. There you go, brother. Anti said George Lynch was wasted in docking. So sad. I don't know. George did write some great solos, though. I mean, and docking was huge, dude. They were arena level band. They played for years and years on arena tours, man. And they had some great songs. And George wrote some great solos. But yeah, it would have been more interesting to see George if he would have played for Ozzy. But Sharon messed him up, man. Becca said, I can't imagine the perspective life is giving you. Mastering a guitar was a worthy endeavor. Thank you, Becca. Yeah, of course. It was something I wanted to do. When I first started, I was actually talking to my mom about it the other day. I really love Judas Priest. I said, I want to learn some Judas Priest songs. And I was like, I want to learn guitar. And my mom was like, let me see if your uncle's got an extra one. Because both my uncles play. So they found me some old junker. Real old junker guitar. And I said, if you play this for a year, if you play this and you get good enough, you can get lessons. And I worked my tail off so I could get lessons. And then I saw Yngwie J. Malmsteen. And that was the spark that took it to the next level. Feisty knows, take me back where I came from. Don't want to see your face no more. Anti got that link right there. Vote for Rick Renstrom at the Jared Dines solo contest. You can add Tyler Shep to that as well if you like. Crow said, I almost played with Ozzy. Can you imagine what they... I know. Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, so here's the story. Here's the story that I know. That, first they got Brad Gillis, and then they hired George Lynch, and he was basically, working with the band to learn the songs and get everything ready. And then it all came down to Sharon Osbourne said, I don't like your haircut. Because George had this skunk hair color thing going on, and he didn't have like super long hair or anything at the time. It's still pretty short. And and Sharon was like, no, I don't think so. And then Ozzy sent they sent a letter to George saying, thanks for your time, but no thanks. It's like, wow, man. And this is from George Lynch's mouth directly. I was like, that's messed up, man. That's messed up. So Becca said, I'd love to get roasted, but even I have nothing ignorant to say. That's good. It's best not to get roasted. It's best to just have fun and enjoy. That's the best thing to do. There you go. The trio of shredders. We love it. Vice says trolls are relative. It's true, though. Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah, the trolls, they need you. If you don't feed the trolls, then what are they going to do? Let's see. Vice says, go find Luke. Man, what's up with Luke, man? Luke he does like weird stuff, man. Like he's on, he's off, he's on, he's off. He's doing this, he's doing that. Oh, man. Luke Ashdown is one heck of a young player, man. But I don't know. He just needs a little guidance and a push, man, I think, if you ask me. Vice said Doc and Shine in the studio, and they were chick friendly but still rock. Yeah. There's always some women at the Dockin concert, man. No doubt. And they all wanted Don Dockin or any one of them probably. Donald said my parents supported me playing, but what they didn't support me was the music I liked. That's true. Luckily, my mom let me listen to anything I wanted to, and she made me listen to her stuff too, which I grew up on all that stuff. My parents had a ton of albums from anywhere from classical to Motown to country, you name it. So I listened to a lot of that stuff. Vice said could have used a wig. I don't know. It could have, yeah. I mean, there's hair extensions back in those days, I guess, too, man. But there must have been something else, But that was Sharon's reasoning, apparently. Anti says Sharon and Yoko, and I said, true that, bro. Vice said George didn't kiss her butt right. It's possible, man. You think he's a young guy, man. I saw a real funny picture, man. Not a funny picture, but someone posted a picture of George Lynch when he was 16 and met Jimi Hendrix. I was like, what? That's amazing. That's amazing. There you go, Antu. That's what's up. Dude, G's feeling that. Space Kid in the house says, do you happen to like Marty Friedman's solo stuff? I love neoclassical metal, and I just discovered you reminded me of stuff. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, of course. I listened to Marty way when I was young. Luckily, I got to meet Marty, and I was surprised. He came to one of my shows in Japan when he was living there, and we're just sitting there chilling, and here comes Marty Friedman, and he was like, after the show, I was like, what? Marty Friedman just watched me play? I was blown away, man. And then we opened for him in 2016, I think, as well. An amazing dude. Super nice guy. Super knowledgeable. Just a genius of a guitar player. But yeah, listened to his stuff for a long time. Vice says Luke has some really great acoustic. Yeah, he does that. He can do bluegrass like you wouldn't believe, man. I was blown away. Anti says watching Sharon's fake tears and fake says public homage and very pathetic thing. I didn't watch it, man. Judy said Doc and said they're regretting following the fashion. Yeah, it's possible. Donald James says Marty Friedman's amazing. That's true that. All right, let's get into some voltage, y'all. I better put that shirt up, man. Somebody got the voltage shirt around here. I have a voltage shirt. And I just heard word. I should have all my new shirts next week. So maybe the end of next week. We'll start popping off some new T-shirts on the lives, and I got some cool ones, y'all. Wait till you see some of these shirts. I got some real cool ones. All right, well, I'm putting the voltage T-shirt up on the screen. Check that out. We're gonna rip some voltage right now. Let's do this. Okay, voltage. Hope you didn't get shocked during that one. That was a crazy one there. Felt good. I love playing that song. I really do. It's a really enjoyable song. What else do we have? Oh, we haven't played this one. I don't know. What else can we play? We got a little bit of time left. I don't have to go to work tomorrow, everybody. What do you think? Let's see. All right, remember that. Donald James said, Marty recognized True Time. I gotta find that picture. I'll find that picture after the show. I'll pop it up on the Discord of me and Marty. I'll have to find it. It's somewhere around here. I've seen it before. Matthew Valentine knows wrist in peace, Ozzy. Absolutely anti. Jay Crow said, Rick, you promised. Jakey, I did promise. I haven't got it done yet, buddy. I have to make the track. I can't, if I use, there's technology that I can strip off the guitars from the original track, but if I do that, it turns into like, my whole video can't be monetized if I use original track. So what I have to do is I create the track from scratch in my digital workstation, and I use MIDI instruments, so it kind of covers up, and I only get a claim if that happens. So I have to do that, and I haven't had time to sit down and work on it. But yeah, Bark at the Moon's coming soon. I can promise you that I'll be playing that solo real soon. Giugino's Voltage. Jake says, Rip Ozzy, I wish I could have seen him live. Oh man, I've seen him twice. I see him on the Ultimate Sin tour, and I saw him on the, I think it was the Osmosis tour. And Joe Holmes was playing guitar for him. It was amazing. If you've never heard of Joe Holmes is an amazing player. I mean, he's really been underrated. He was a student of Randy Rhoads on top of that. Tyler Shep knows that Voltage. Absolutely. Volquette was feeling the shocks. Jake's Five said, Voltage, not only a great flavor of Dew, but a great song, which also has to be fueled by Dew. Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. Fried Water in House, buddy. How you doing? I'm doing great, my friend. How you doing out there? Bubba Ganoush knows Rick kicking ass. As always, thank you, Bubba. Appreciate you. Pro said, Rip Ozzy, the world's not the same without you, but no, you're jamming with Randy Castillo. Somewhere just true that. True that. Fry says, do you like Alice Cooper? I like some Alice Cooper, yeah. Some stuff. That Poison song is probably one of his best, my favorite song to listen to. That's a really well-written song. But I think it was written by someone else, though. What's his face? Can't think of his name. But it was written by Desmond Child. I think Desmond, no, actually, yeah. Kane Roberts and Desmond Child, I believe, wrote that one. If I said try back up and then play at double speed, you could try. Thank you, Tyler. Jake Fobin said, on the bright side, Ozzy and Randy are, yeah, both Randys, Randy, Rhoads, and Castillo. There you go, Juji. Jake's Fobin says, Voltage gets me amped up. True that. Thank you, Fried Water. Anti's got a link to the Until the Bitter End release on my YouTube page. Free to listen to, free to stream. Enjoy it as much as you like. Thank you, Donald. Space Kid said, I saw Marty in February. He's one of the coolest concerts I've been to. I'm primarily a sax player, but I really respect people who play his guitar as well. Nice, dude. If you play the sax, look up Bobby Colby. Bobby Colby played on a Death album, the band Death. He played on an album called Symbolic. And I've known Bobby for a long time. Bobby is a Berkeley graduate, and the way he plays guitar solos is like he plays like a sax player. It's amazing. It's amazing to hear. But he does a lot of jazz. He does mostly jazz guitar nowadays. But I guess he is playing with the Death to All Death tribute band out on the road right now, which is pretty cool. Will C says, keep on rocking, a true legend. Thank you, brother. Space Kid knows Rip Ozzy, absolutely. Critical FX says, how in the world do you get your run so clean? I can't keep extra string vibration from it. I feel that. I have a video, Critical, on my channel. It's called The Exercise That Every Guitar Player Should Know. I'm a big major proponent of synchronization. So when your right hand's playing, your left hand's playing the same thing. So you're always synchronized. So if you play one note, your fingers playing that same note. So something like this, for example. This is a new exercise I'm working on, but say for instance something like this. See, everything is perfectly synchronized. So as fast as my right hand's going, my fingers on my left hand are going that fast. then you just basically you practice that on all strings. It's all about synchronization, my friend. If you go to my channel, look up that video, the exercise that every guitar player should know. I only ask 20 minutes a day for 30 days straight, and you will nail it, buddy. You will get there. You will get there. I promise you that. If I said it could be called voltage. There you go. And Donald James, yeah, you need to get on an exercise, brother. 20 minutes, man. All I ask, 20 minutes, man. Vice says, everyone know Jazz Sabbath? I've never heard of that. Crow says, you're a perfectionist. I am. I am very, very much so. You can ask Stardust. When I'm writing songs, 99% of the time, I'm yelling at myself. I'm really yelling at myself for making mistakes. And if I'm recording something, I make mistakes. And I'm like, why? It's the easiest thing in the world I'm doing right now, and I'm making a mistake. How is this happening? And I call myself a lot of names. You can ask Stardust. She will tell you. Thank you, Space Kid. Will C, there you go, brother. Anti got the link to Bobby Colby. If you've never checked out Bobby, make sure you do. He's a great old friend of mine, and he is an amazing guitar player. He's so amazing. The first time I ever saw him, I met him. He played in a band called Azrael. It was like a death metal, thrash metal band in Orlando. And he was amazing then. That was in like 93 or something. I was like, wow. And then I finally met him again when we're playing with Death. And I was like, wow, this is amazing, dude. David said, that's awesome. I gotta practice that. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. You're welcome, Critical. Absolutely. Juji's like, there you go. Feisty says, okay, we now you know your secret. Call yourself names. Yeah. You yell at yourself. You yell at yourself. Crow heard that Max 7. I seen that too, buddy. Yeah. Singer dressed up as Ron McDonald is nuts. All right, Anti's got the link to that video there if you want to check it out for sure. Like I said, 20 minutes a day doing this one exercise. Build it up. You can't run before you walk. So start the slow, start the quarter notes, start the eighth notes, move your way up to 16ths. And then after 30 days of doing that, let me know how you're doing. Dude, you said, I'm a frying pan. There you go. He said, Donald J said, wait a minute, Bobby from Death? Dude, his work, dude, Bobby's amazing, dude. He's a Berkeley grad, and he's one of the best jazz players. Like, that dude can play jazz guitar like nobody's business. Nobody's business. It's amazing to watch. Let's see. What have I got? What haven't we played yet? How about Incarnatus? All right, I tell you what. Incarnatus or Intimidator? What do you think? We'll do a quick. How about we do this? We'll do a quick poll. Intimidator or Incarnatus, and I'll play some covered solos. Next song. Let's see. Oops. There's not a Z in the word next. Let's fix that. Okay. All right. Incarnatus. We'll do the I songs or Intimidator. Intimidator. All right. There you go. Polls up. Incarnatus or Intimidator. What's the next song here? World Unmuted, buddy. I've been playing for 28 years now, actively. There were 10 years I'd stopped playing. I didn't play anything after that. I got unmotivated to play guitar. But 28 active for sure. For sure. All right. Play this one, man. Let's pump this up, man. Who likes some Judas Priest up in here, man? I'm having fun playing this one here. thing coming. Man, talk about a jam right there. Talk about a jam right there. All right, how about we try this? We were talking about death earlier, so let's try this. I've been trying to play this solo better and better each time, so let's try this one while we're in the neighborhood here. Chuck Schuldiner, man, what a combo that was right there, man. Shoot. Let's see, how about this one too? We'll do a couple quickies here, man, while we get that poll going. King Diamond, another Andy LaRocque classic. Let's go. Couple nice cover solos now. How about we do one more? We'll do an old school one, Ritchie Blackmore style. Let's do this one, man. One of my favorites right here. Ritchie Blackmore. That's the man. All right, one more quick one. Mr. Yngwie J. Miles. So we got to do a little Yngwie before we leave out of here. And then do this other song. Classic. You know, the best one I know, man. Honestly, I'll have to post the the 1991 version of me playing this. I do have a little cut of that. We'll have to let that rip for you on the Discord, but let's go. Enough of that. Very cool. Some of my heroes right there for sure. Appreciate you checking those out. And let's see how this poll's doing. We're gonna end the poll right now. It's a tight one, but hey, Incarnatus wins. All right. All right, we'll cue our Incarnatus up. Where is that song? Let's see. Incarnatus. Resurrecte. All right, there we go. We'll cue that up. Get that ready. Appreciate everyone hanging out tonight, and let's see what we got. A lot of great comments while I was doing all that goodie, so let's see. Donald James says he likes Intimidator, but I want to get more familiar with the other track. All right, no problem. World Unmuted, thank you so much. Juji says, Judas my priest. That's almost like butter my biscuit. Judas my priest. Jake Spider said, I haven't heard Incarnatus. Definitely another banging song. There you go, bro. We'll crank it up. Space Kid knows Judas Priest is awesome. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. World Unmuted, thank you. John James says, Priest my Judas. There you have it. Jake Spider said, holy, that was jaw dropping. Appreciate you, buddy. Juji said, death is such a vibe. Oh, yeah, I am. Thank you, Jake. Donald James said, he even plays Chuck solos right there. Epic. Thank you, buddy. I started listening to it more, trying to figure it out. I'm missing a few bits and pieces, but I'm getting close, getting closer. Thank you, Juji. No one's someone in the house, buddy. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Thank you, World Unmuted. Tyler, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate that. Juji is feeling it there. Donald James said, nice stuff. There you go, buddy. Thank you, Tyler. Roblox Official back in the house. How you doing, buddy? Jake said, get tired of my PFP. Made it when I was like 13. Now me Chill Frog. There you go. Zole, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate that. Critical Effects dropping the super chat, bro. Thank you so much, man. That's awesome, dude. He says, love all your work, man. Never stop being an absolute judge. Rock on. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man. Carson Smith says, I'm a huge fan of Iron Maiden. After this song, would you play? That's one of them. How about, let me think, what's the best Iron Maiden? I'll play you my favorite one. It's this one. Jabel's in the house. How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Tyler Shep knows that I'll see you at the light tonight. That's for sure. Juju's like, that's stupid sick. There you go. Being botanical with Jake. We got a Jake number 3 in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Carson Smith, thank you, man. Jake, oh yeah, we got the Jake. Metal Mark said he bought a block of cheese that needs shredding. Oh man, I'll get over there soon, man. Juju said, when I hear Incarnatus, I think of carnitas. I know, right? I should make it Rick Renstrom's Incarnatus Carnitas. Carnitas. Be a delicious burrito. I can imagine that. Let's see. Vicio's Into the Abyss I Fall. There you go, buddy. Critical says, your brain is just a steel trap for metal. It's unreal. Thank you, brother. I've been listening to Maiden since I was, or I'm sorry, metal itself since I was probably, man, like 12, I think, 11 or 12. We were in like 6th grade listening to Judas Priest and Iron Maiden. And so I guess I was, 11 or 12 back then. I loved it, man. Steve Dubb says, yeehaw, am I earlier late? Kind of late. It's all good, but we got a couple more in us for sure. Juju said, that's definitely her favorite Iron Maiden song. Yeah, me too. I love that one. It's got that Egyptian vibe to it. I love it. Mustafa, there you go, buddy. Jake's Vibe said, honestly, I'd buy some Rick's Incarnatus Carnitas. Incarnate Carnitas. Yeah, I like me some burritos like that for sure. All right, let's get Incarnatus going. God, I haven't played it. I don't think I played this all week, honestly. All right, okay, I remember the solo. I remember the solo now. All right, we'll give it a shot. Let's go. Incarnatus, what a jam, man. That's a fun one to play. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm glad y'all picked that one. Appreciate you on that. A lot of great comments during that one. I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. I put videos out every single day. I go live 5 times a week, and we have a wonderful community here and a new Discord channel as well. So make sure you hit that subscribe and come hang with us. Let's see. Carson says, the funny part is until I'm not listening, to why I'm leaving now is 2 years old and I'm still wasn't doing. Still you can do it. There you go, buddy. Steve Dub says, sweet, I can watch a bit. Very cool, man. We'll play a few more for sure. Donald James says, maybe to redirect us to Guitar Guy. I'd love to, man. I would love to. Thank you for letting me know. Let me set that up now. Hopefully he's going for a little longer. We'll set that up here. Guitar Guy ATX is the man. Man, for real. All right. Whoa. How you got 2 things going? He got like 2 lives going. Oh, shoot. Which one's the... we'll send him to this one, man. I don't know which one's which. But we'll do that. But yeah, if you like some blues guitar, our friend Guitar Guy ATX is one of the best blues players on YouTube. He's amazing. I love to watch him play. He's very chill. Plays some of the nicest riffs I've ever heard. So we got that set. We'll redirect after we're done here. Thank you, Donald. Appreciate you reminding me about that. Space Kid said, those riffs are clean. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Jake said, the dramatic pause going back into shredding. I love it. Yeah, we got to have it. Carson Span, I'm sorry. I meant Iron Maiden meant 2 years old. I'm 10 years old now. Dang. That's some young maiden right there, buddy. Well, appreciate that. Murdoch Raw, thank you so much, my man. Metal Mark says, Power Slave came out, or just the start of his high school senior year. We read Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner for British literature. Brought the song and played for the classical team. Nice. What's he always say? This is what happens when you don't let a albatross take your sandwich. Or whatever. It's so funny, man. Someone probably knows the exact line, what Bruce says at that concert. Jake's father says, playing with feel and soul. Rick loves to hear. Absolutely, brother. Juji says, playing with all the passion and techniques of 27 years of dedication. That's the truth right there. Critical says, the lyrical sections are my favorite. Nothing but raw emotion. Music comes like, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Don says, playing with feel is so important. All the shredding and sweeps will find their place at the right time. It's true. It's true. That's how I did that Jerry Dine solo, man. I was like, I'm going to play the solo. I'm going to write a solo to the song, not just some shredding, mindless craziness. I do one shredding riff, and beyond that, it's all melody, man. David, thank you, buddy. Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate that. Pella got the count, 253 likes. That's what's up, buddy. Jose Gonzalez says, bro, you're so good. Do you have your own band? I would like to try your music. Thank you, buddy. I don't have a band per se. I mean, if I need one, I can make a few phone calls, and I got a band just like that. But I do everything solo right now. I do all the writing, recording, and production of everything currently. But there are some songs on my YouTube channel you can check out for sure, bud. David Wisden says, your plane's like a nuclear bomb compared to my BB gun. I feel that, man. We all start with a BB gun, brother. We all start with that. Ain't no doubt. Thank you, Donald. David says, I'll keep practicing on joint play. That's absolutely the way to be, man. Keep working hard, man. It's all you can do. Okay, Bruce says, that's when Albatross crafts on you. Yeah. It's a great tune, man. Awesome, Jose. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Jake Fiven said, modern guitarists seem to play with all shred, no feel. Gets old after a couple songs, I know. Like, check out Tyler's solo, too. Tyler does the shred, but he also does some amazing melody there. And the harmonies he did, so nice, man. Tyler's learning the right way. He got his shred game, there's no doubt, but he's also got the melodic game, too. And I think that's what you need in these days of guitar. You just stand out, Also, the point you don't even need to shred. You just need to write something melodic, something that people remember. If people can't remember, people can remember, whatever, People need to hear something and remember it, You need to put the bug in the air of a melody, and that's how you do it these days. But it's hard. You can't hum a shred riff. It's like weird. It'd be weird. I couldn't do it. Maybe I could try. Donald James knows. Tyler understands. He does. He does. Very much so. Very much so. All right, let me look at the list here. Oh yeah, we're just gonna do. Is Juji still? Did Juji shred the bed yet or not? I'm gonna play that song again, the harpsichord song. Okay, Juji's still there. All right, good, perfect. All right, let's get this new harps. This is an old song, but I went back and redid it. It sounded really weird to me last night playing it. So, but this is called nothing. I don't know. New 15 RR 20. Now it's new 15 RR 2025. Real cool harpsichord jam. Let's go. harpsichord. Old harpsichord jam. There you go. I got another one too. If we want to hear some more harpsichord, we'll see. We got some comments here. We're doing all right tonight. Not too bad. So one of the best nights we had all week, honestly. I tell you, man, it's been a slow week. I'm glad to see everyone hanging here tonight. Oh, let's see. All right. Okay, I remember that. And metal. Anti's got the link to Metal Mark. If you like some crazy good metal, Mark has a ton of playlists with some wild stuff. So make sure you click on Metal Mark's link there and subscribe to his channel. I almost missed that. Space Kid, sometimes you need something that sounds pretty, but not technically very difficult to pull a piece. That's true, buddy. It's true. Absolutely. Steve Dub says melodic riffs rock. That's right, my friend. Judy said, I thought your riff was super catchy, so I love it when my phone rings. There you go. Jake Vine says, some of the best, most classic 80s rock metal has simple riff. It's true. It's true. Judy said, oh, snap, my face is ripped off. No. Cherry Lake Pub in the house. He says, yo, bro, do you rate your songs? 100%, my friend. Everything I do is all written by me, 100%. I write, produce, and record. Write, record, produce everything. And play. Well, thank you. Molly Drennan says, yay, Rick's playing tonight. Shred, brother. Thank you, Molly. Great to see you. How you been doing? It's good to see you there. Space Kid said, you should play your personal favorite riff from your original stuff so far. You got the time? Oh, yeah, for sure, buddy. I'd love to. We'll rock another one here, man. Cherry Lake said, you look like Vinnie Paul from Pantera. Thank you. Hey, Vinnie Paul is a rich man and amazing talent, so I can't complain there. I appreciate that. Nico Visc, Nico Brito says, from Brazil, excelente, love you. Muy buena noche, mi amigo. Obrigado. There you go, Steve. He says, Rick riff, rolling ringtone. That's what I'm talking about. Nico Visc, obrigado, amigo. Nico says, your guitar sound is in Brazil. That's awesome, man. Thanks, Steve. Metal Mark says, you write another song of the week? Yeah, I sure did. We played it a little earlier tonight, though, Mark. It's based on this Concerto de Aranjuez from Rodrigo. Old classical guitar piece I used to play in college. But I metaled it up. You know, it's very, it's like Symphony 40 type of a shredder jam, mostly. Not really shredding. Very melodic, actually. Jake's 5 saying, you know, I used to fall asleep listening to metal. Now it just relaxes me. Now that's what's up. Judy says, whoa, sick. Couldn't really hear the harpsichord on that one. Yeah, I need to turn it up a little bit. I changed the harpsichord sound to a different one. I got to go back and remix it again. It wasn't as harpsichordy as it should have been. And I was feeling that when I was mixing. I was like, man, this harpsichord sounds low. David says, I could listen to that all day. Amazing melodic soul. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Thank you, Jake. Anti's got the link to Juji, one of our moderators here. She's got a cool site. Make sure you click on that link. Check it out. David Wisdom said, hello, good to see you. And Donald James says he plays a lot of Juji's tracks on her channel. Yeah, she got a lot of great backing tracks if you want to jam on that. Walter Ezekiel Molina, good night, brother. How you doing? Nico Vic says, Mateus Asado. I've never met him. No, I'd love to. He's an amazing player, man. Mateus Asado is an unbelievable player. Really, really good. All right, let's try this. I got nothing else to lose. We'll play this old one here. This is another harpsichord jam. The harpsichord should be pretty loud on this one, Juju. I'm going to try and play it. It's been a while, so let's see what we can do with it. banter. It's been a long time. That was I don't know. It says new 132. Oh, so January 3rd, 2023. I must have had written that or something. I don't remember. I barely threw that down. I must have did something. I was like I started doing YouTube in March 2023, and the months before I was kind of practicing and working and writing some stuff and pulling some stuff out of the old archive and whatnot. But there you have it. That's a cool one. It's a weird one for sure. Been a while. All right. Moa Cojo Jr., what's up, buddy? Obrigado, amigo. Buenas noche. Mel Mark said, you just have to have a great hook in that song that people love. Doesn't have to be complicated. That's true. It's true. Daryl Gisnard Costa, what's up, buddy? Good to see you tonight. See, Jake's fine. So I'll have to see if Juji's link on the Discord because I can't click. No problem. Yeah, that works from there for sure. You should be good on that, buddy. Judy said, Mel Mark, new sub. There you go. Dre Bro said, yes, shame's half of the universe. There you go, man. We try, man. Steve Dub knows Wolfgang Amadeus in the house. There you go, my friend. Thank you, Dre. Appreciate that, my man. Steve Dub was feeling that. Thank you, buddy. Don J says, what else you supposed to say? This is beyond sick. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Appreciate that. Jake said, crazy song indeed. Crazy good. That's a wild one. Thank you, ARV Logs. All right, it's 11:47. We'll do one final song of the night. What can we do? How about we just do Speeder? You can't go wrong with Speeder, huh? We'll end the night with some Speeder. We're going to pop that t-shirt up on the screen here. I can't wait to wear my Speeder t-shirt next week. Or probably after next week. I'm looking forward to this. I've been waiting a while. But let me pop up the Speeder shirt on the screen. This next tune, if you are hanging out and you never heard this song, you better get ready because this one goes hard. This one goes crazy hard. And we'll get the t-shirt up on the screen. If anyone's interested in checking that out, you can click on the t-shirt link on the screen. It'll take you to my shop. It's free to look. If you see anything you like, check it out. Check it out. All right, let's see. Dave says, yeah, I'm running out of words. That was mean. Awesome. Appreciate you, brother. Legendary says, as I said, just came across your channel to say an inspiration just by doing you, man. Much love. Much love to you, Legendary Assassin. I appreciate that very, very much. Tazi says, Speeder, he knows. Space Kid's excited here. All right, buddy. Dylan said he's about to crash, but I can wait for the shirt on now. You got it. And Juji knows, feel the need for speed. SSLFG, let's go. Speeder, Donald's ready too. All right. Let's get cooking here. All right, real quick disclaimer because a lot of new people here. Number one, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying what you're seeing and hearing tonight. Make sure you know I put videos out every single day. I go live 5 times a week, and we have one of the best communities you'll find here, and we also have this on Discord as well. This song is super fast, inhuman fast. So if you're seated, buckle it up. If you're driving right now for some reason, pull over, slow it down. If you're flying, kick in the autopilot because this is about to get bumpy, everyone. This is Speeder. If you haven't subscribed yet, if this song doesn't do it for you, I don't know what else will. But I thank you so much, no matter what, for hanging with us tonight. And let's go with this Speeder. Get ready. for me. Man, that was a cranker there. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I truly appreciate it. Those hanging out, I will be back tomorrow night. That's Monday night, Labor Day for those in America here. I'll be on at 8 p.m. We're going to do a little bit earlier so a lot of people can check it out. And, you know, then we'll probably do for an hour to 2 hours or so, and everyone can go about their business for the rest of the night because I know people got to go back to work on Tuesday. So we'll do a little earlier on Wednesday. I'm sorry, a little earlier on Monday, excuse me. I will schedule this, so make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit your notifications so you know when I'm jamming for sure. Let's see, where do we leave off with? HD said he's, oh yeah, that's right, you were. I did see that. It's very nice, HD. I appreciate that, man. He had his voltage shirt on. I can't wait to wear mine, man. Dang it. Jake said he really wants a speeder shirt. He can't wait to get it paid. Absolutely, buddy. We appreciate you, man. Steve Duff says every word LOA. Don't forget to say yeah too. There you go, man. Crow's back. He would. Don said I'll play along about Let Rick Drop. I feel that, man. Anti got a link to that song we just played. It's a great cut of it on my YouTube channel if you want to hear it again for sure. Crow's like, what, speeder? I know, we didn't play it on that, so I was like, well, we'll end the show with that. How about that? Nice, nice. And then Anti's got the update in case you missed it. Tomorrow I'll be live at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So we have a nice Labor Day shred party. Moacir, obrigado, amigo. Crow said he hold on for dear life. I feel it, man. I gotta hold on too. I gotta anchor myself down. I might fly away if I play too fast. Anti says we got the Discord open. If you can click that link, go for it. If not, go to my page. Go to the link section on my bio page here on YouTube, and you can join the Discord from there too. Steve Duff says, geez, you have speeder up pro anyway. Oh yeah, buddy. Thank you, Space Kid. Thank you, HD. Mitch in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Jake said he felt like a speeder makes him think of an F1 race. That's very, very, very racy. SS says you have the best intros and outros when you stream, always starting in with a great jam. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you. David said it's unbelievable. It broke the sound barrier with that one. There you go, Juji. Steve said 10 out of Red Hot Flamin' 10 strings 10. There you go, man. Pella got the count 283. Not a bad night. So probably the best night. Well, actually, this and Monday night were like the best nights all week. Man, I appreciate it, man. David Wiz said he's a sonic boom on that one. And Juju loves that ending. Thank you. SS, thank you, buddy. Mitch, 8 p.m. Eastern time, for sure. But I will have it scheduled on my page as well, probably in a little bit here. Donald James said, if you think it's fun hearing that song, try playing it. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Mostava, thank you. HD got you on that 8 Eastern. Yep. Chris Liggett, thank you, buddy. Jake Spider said, I'm going to be blasting speeder at work tomorrow. Get done at 8 sharp. There you go, brother. Thank you, Chris. Crows, good night. Have a good night, buddy. Donald James says, speeder's like a sonic boom. Yeah, it's insane. Tyler knows. Tyler says speeder is super fun. And Tyler knows. I've seen Tyler play it. I'm like, man, Tyler got it down. He probably got it down even better now. Me and Stardust were sitting there watching his Jared Dines video like, is it me or is it Tyler just got better? He just even got more better. Mo better. Tyler Mo better. That's amazing. We love to see it, Tyler, and thank you, buddy. I love watching the future here. It's amazing. Man, I got a few sips left of this. Hang on. All right. Jake 5 said, have a wonderful night, Rick Mods. Good night, everyone. Have a blessed one. You got it, buddy. Take care, Jake. Uh-oh. Tyler, you're welcome, buddy. No worries. Mel Mark says, you see my question, Rick? Did I? Let me peek through here, buddy. I don't remember. Last thing I remember you saying was you saw Juji subscribe to your channel. Did I miss something else? I'm looking. Mark, I don't see anything else, buddy. What did I miss? Whip it out one more time, Mark. Let me know what that question was, buddy. I don't see it. Donald James, it says, yep, Tyler knows for sure. Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate that. Steve says, good stuff, mate. I'm on Discord and I'm in Australia, so seeing you is a bonus. That's awesome, Steve. Well, if you get Discord, buddy, it's free to join Discord. It don't cost nothing, and it's free to join my channel over there. We got a lot of great people hanging out, so yeah, if you ever get a chance, by all means, check it out, buddy. But always great to see you. Evan, our buddy Evan Kelly here is in Australia, too. Get a lot of Australia, because it's nice and it was like afternoon time for y'all right now. There, yeah, Donald knows. Mo better Tyler. That's a good one. Jake Spider said, wish I knew what Tyler knows. You can, man. Tyler would work hard. Probably work harder than most anyone I've ever known. And I know a lot of people, and Tyler works incredibly hard at what he does. And it just comes to him, you know? It just comes to him. It's amazing. It took me a good year to get there. It probably took Tyler a good year or so, too. He was getting there, and then he just got better and better, man. It just takes a little bit, Jake. That's all it does, buddy. You got to work hard at it, man. Ain't no doubt. Like we were talking in the Discord, you can't run before you walk. You got to walk first, then you can run, man. Okay. All right. Oh, Mark says, on my phone, the Discord link doesn't open the link. On my phone, the Discord link doesn't open the link. That's weird. What kind of phone you got? Maybe try go to my YouTube page and on your phone, Mark, on YouTube, and go to the front page, and like there's a set of links. There's a bio link you can click. On my bio, the links, there's a Discord link there too if you can't click on this one. HD said, what if I change my name from Half Deaf Shredder to Middle-Aged Wannabe? I feel it. I like Half Deaf Shredder. It works, man. And I found it easy. You literally type in the word half, and your name pops up. Your SEO is looking good, man. And Drebo's like, again. No, that's 3 hours of shredding for me. Not from 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. We shredded it hard tonight. But yeah, we'll figure out from Mark, man, somehow. But yeah, I say go to my YouTube page, Mark, and try the link from the bio page there. We'll get you in. Well, that is enough for me. I'm super hungry. I got like a half a pizza left over from earlier. I'm ready to crank that down. But otherwise, man, thanks so much everyone for hanging out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before we leave. I do put videos out every single day of the week. I go live 5 times a week, sometimes more. And then we have a wonderful community here that we'd love to see you join. So check that out. Beyond that, I will be back tomorrow. Anyone that cares, I will be back Monday night at 8 p.m. A special prime time Labor Day Shred Fest on Monday night. So we'll have that scheduled. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Have your notifications set so you get that notification. Tyler Shep, have a great one, buddy. It's great to see you as always, man. Steve Dove says, go eat. You know I will, bro. I'm going to eat that pizza up. Absolutely, Tazi. We can't wait to see you too, buddy. But with that being said, I want to thank everyone for hanging out tonight. It was a fantastic night. I truly appreciate it. And we'll see you on the flip side here. After that, I want everyone out there to stay safe. I want everyone to take care of each other. I want everyone to be good to each other because that is all we have on this planet. So make sure you're doing that. Y'all take care. Thanks to all the mods. Anti-Stardust. I forgot who else was here. G, of course. My brain's not functioning. I need the pizza to get my brain cooking again. All right. Y'all have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow, Monday night, for Labor Day Shred Jam at 8 p.m. All right, everybody. Take care wherever you are on this great world, and we'll see you then. All right. Have a great one, everybody.